Hey guys, wanted to get a video out to all my new subscribers. You guys have been great. I'm already up over 50 subscribers in just 2 days, which is amazing. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to me. Make sure you check the links in my bio here, so you can follow me on Instagram, so you can check out what's going on. Sometimes I leave links to products. The other day I left a link to the home theater chairs that I use, and a few of you wanted that, so that's great. Today's video, what I'm going to be doing is breaking down my Criterion collection. Now I have probably 80 or 90 of these, so to do an entire video about them would be too long. So what I've decided to do instead is I'm going to take my 10 favorites and kind of give you a top 10 list. If you haven't gotten into Criterion or you're looking for some recommendations for the next 50% off sale, come back to this video and I'll have a couple for you. So these are my top 10 Criterion Collection Blu-rays that are in my collection right now. Alright, first up we got Dr. Strangelove. This kind of just came out in the collection within the last year. It's a newer release for them, but they released it with a brand new 4K scan, and it looks incredible. It's one of the best movies ever made. The black and white picture, even though it's black and white, it just pops off the screen, and Criterion has loaded it with special features, as you can see on here. All kinds of interviews, commentaries, behind the scenes stuff. So for one of the best movies ever made, it's a no-brainer to pick up the Criterion Collection release for this. And it's a beautiful set. Has the slip box. This comes out here, and then once you pull that out, you get the top secret envelope. Has a bunch of stuff in it, and the movie's here on the inside. Some great artwork all around. Next up we got the original Godzilla. This is the first Godzilla movie. Criterion Collection released it. It's in black and white, but it actually also comes with the new restoration of Godzilla King of Monsters, which was the American version of the Japanese original. So it's very cool. You get two movies for the price of one with this pack. Again, Criterion slip cover, slip case. I'll pull this out and show you guys what's on the inside. So when you open this up, you get a little Godzilla booklet, and then the same case for the disc like Dr. Strangelove had. The booklet's full of essays about the meaning kind of behind Godzilla, all about the filmmaking. It's about 10 pages long, but it's worth a read if you're really into these movies. And then the inside packaging is very cool. You got the disc here, but as you fold this out, you see that Godzilla pops up as a fold out, kind of like the Babadook slipcover that I showed in my last video. So one of Criterion's cooler designs here. Next up we got Rosemary's Baby. One of the all-time great horror movies, and Criterion did a completely new transfer for this release, completely remastered the movie, so it looks great. It's got, again, tons of special features, essays, interviews, all that good stuff that Criterion provides you with. And on the inside, there's a booklet here with a bunch of essays and typical stuff that Criterion gives you about the movie, and then the single Blu-ray disc. Really a very cool release. I'm a big horror fan, so it's a must-have if you're going to start collecting Criterion Collection movies. Alright, then we have Seven Samurai, the all-time great, the classic by Akira Kurosawa. Basically on most people's top 5 movies ever made list. It is just packed with features. It has 2 Blu-ray discs in here. It's got a completely restored HD transfer. Got the original uncompressed soundtrack. Another 2.0 surround soundtrack for this, and as you can see, it's a pretty thick slipcover, so the inside is packed with good stuff, so let's check that out. So when you open up the inside, obviously it's a 2-disc set, but unlike most of these Criterion books that come with it, this one is extremely thick. So as you can see, it's got pages upon pages of great stuff about the movie, all kinds of essays by critics and film historians. I mean, this thing's probably 30-40 pages long, and Criterion just throws it in with their set, which is so cool if you're really into movies and movie history. No Criterion Collection would be complete without 12 Angry Men. Again, another top 10 all-time movie. Some people would say this is one of the best movies ever made, maybe even top 5. Criterion, again, has done a new HD transfer here, uncompressed original soundtrack. Comes with the television version, bunch of special features and interviews. And again, another booklet with tons of essays. So let me open this up and show you that. The booklet has about 15 pages. Great artwork on it. and some essays and things like that. Next up, we've got what is probably my favorite part of my Criterion Collection. It's The Great Dictator. This was Charlie Chaplin's kind of satire movie about Hitler and Nazi Germany. Now, he made this movie back in 1940, before the world really knew, how terrible, the Holocaust and Hitler was going to be. But it's still a very historically relevant movie. Chaplin was brave enough to go after, this monster way before anybody else was, and kind of put this satire together and really make fun of the guy and try to break him down. This one has a new HD transfer again, original soundtrack, a commentary by a couple of historians, some new essays, visual essays, and it actually has the re-release trailer and some other really cool features on it. I highly recommend this if you're into history, if you're into film history. This is probably Charlie Chaplin's best movie, one of his later movies, but it's not a silent film. He acts in this. It's got the mono soundtrack, so it's one of his last movies, but one of his best. Next up, we've got The New World, the Terrence Malick movie. It's an epic. It's 172 minutes long. It has the new 4K restoration, HD transfers of the theatrical cut, 150-minute first cut of the film, all the extras here. It's 3 discs full of stuff. Great movie and a great release. Alright, then we've got Dazed and Confused, Richard Linklater's best movie in my opinion. One of the best movies in the collection, and also one of the best pieces of artwork that they've ever created for Criterion. I mean, look at this thing. All the colors, it looks like a kid's notebook from high school. Even the back is great. 35th anniversary, director approved special features. He worked on the new transfer of the director's cut with himself, Linklater, and the cinematographer. It's got the new 5.1 soundtrack. And let me open this up because this has a slipcase too, and it's a really cool release. So first thing you'll see here when we open up the inside is this book. Again, it's kind of framed like a notebook from high school, which is, pretty cool. Another very cool part of this release is the fact that it comes with this roughly 11 by 17 poster here, featuring all the characters. Got the great, 1976 was the bicentennial, so it's got the great American flag artwork. It's got the famous car, and it's just a great poster to get framed. I've been meaning to get this one framed and hung for a while. Definitely something I got to do soon. It's a great addition to a Criterion Collection. You don't get a poster with every movie, so this is very cool. And you get the 71-page notebook here. Again, it looks like a notebook, like a kid's notebook from high school in 1976. It's got 72 pages in total. It has kind of breakdowns of each actor's background. It has interviews. It has essays. It's a really great read if you love this movie, and it's a great addition to the Blu-ray set. And now, last but not least, you may know what this is just by looking at it. It's kind of unmarked on the outside, but here it is. This is the Zaitochi Collection, the Blind Swordsman from Criterion Collection. This thing cost me about $100 during the 50% off sale, but if you like samurai movies and you like Japanese cinema, it's worth every single dime. So let me break this down for you here. I'll take it apart and show you what the inside looks like. So first off, on the inside, you get this great hardcover booklet here full of essays. So this book's a little bit like the Dazed and Confused one. It's got a ton of pages, but what it does, instead of going by character, it actually breaks it down by movie. So you can see 23, 22, 21, all the way down to 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And each movie features a cast, has the credits, has a nice illustration, and then has, kind of synopsis or, a little bit about the movie and maybe its relevance. And then towards the front of the book, you can see there's some essays. And if you flip to the back, you have the Tale of Zaitochi, written by Kan Shimozawa. So this is kind of just a little short story about the blind swordsman that they throw in at the end here, which was translated. So very cool piece, very great companion to the Blu-ray set. So now let's open up the box here with discs in it. Each disc is going to have a few movies. So like, for instance, disc 1 here has movies 1, 2, and 3. Then we've got 4, 5, and 6. Different artwork on each disc, different artwork on each page. I mean, they did a great great job with this release. They really spent a lot of time on it, a lot of new remastered movies, and really just probably one of the best sets they ever put out. And then the last disc here has the 25th movie, but then it has all the supplements on it as well. So this is kind of the last movie, but also the bonus features disc. So, don't think that Criterion shorted out here. Bonus features, they always make it happen. They stuck it on that last disc. But it's just amazing to see the amount of work they put in just to each disc in this collection, in each page of this book. Some studios don't even care to put disc art on anymore, and Criterion's putting disc art and cover art on every single page of this thing. And the whole set together is just, it's beautiful. It would look good on a shelf no matter where you are. It's just a really good looking set. It's almost a piece of art. It's my all-time favorite, and if you have the money to do it and you like this kind of stuff, this is the way to go. Best set they've ever put out. So guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like. Definitely subscribe, let your friends know. I'm trying to build this channel as fast as I can. And leave me a comment if I left out any that you think should have been in my top 10, or any that I may want to pick up if I don't already have them. That would be great. So leave me a comment, subscribe, leave me a like, and then go follow me on Instagram at Films at Home. Let's make it happen, guys. Let's get to 100 subscribers by the end of the week. Let's do it. That'd be awesome. Let's get my Instagram up to 10,000 followers. That would be even cooler. I know I've got a huge following. I know you've been asking for this YouTube channel. Here it is. So let's get some subs going, guys. And I'll keep making these videos for you. Thanks for watching.